Hi guys, welcome back to Grand Arena. Last round really sucked against the double GL opponent. Couldn't quite crack his Kylo. So yeah, he won that round. I need to put more relics on Vader, I think, if I want to beat Relic 8 Kylo. It's too much. Fortunately this round we're not up against another whale, we're against a regular guy. And he's put down some quite interesting teams on his defense, which kind of makes it more fun for me. We've got Shaq Clones, Karth the Useless, General Grievous. Grievous is kind of a standard, I've got him. And then down here we've got Jedi Training Rey with the Heroes, which is... I have played against that team, but not very often. And then we've got this team up here, which looks really good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Newt, and then he's got Nest in there. And he's actually modded her correctly. So for this team, you still want the tenacity, because that's the standard thing with Nest. But you want speed, because if she's too slow, what happens is that Dooku stealths everybody else, and then they all take turns before Nest does, and then they lose the stealth faster than she can do anything. And then he's got Watt in here. So that seems kind of like his... I don't know, it feels like that one team on his roster which will catch people out. So I think I'm going to probably end up playing like Darth Revan into that and take Nihilus with me, and then hopefully he can just pop Nest and I don't have to worry about it. Darth Revan will kill her anyway, but it's just nice to have somebody that can increase cooldowns on guys with a lot of specials and stuff going on. I think I'm going to do that. I guess I should probably play those first, but up here I'm thinking Padme, because the clones really suffer into Padme. They kind of bounce off her from all the protection they're giving her from the out of activation attacks. Put the Empire into here, although it has been it's been weird playing Empire into that. With obviously the Vader reworks and everything, he does get quite a big advantage, but Relic 7 Grievous, the Saber Toss, doesn't always kill him. So I think it's better not to Saber Toss him and Saber Toss the Magna Guard and just kill him, and then Fracture Grievous, mop up everybody else and just go from there. Maybe, I don't know. Depends how fast his stuff is, I guess. Okay, so we've got offense on... Okay, yeah, so his B1's got quite a lot of offense. And he's got speed on Droidica. Which is good and bad. Obviously it lowers his damage, but it means he's more likely to get a turn. Oh, right, okay, he's not gone for the crit avoidance. I quite like crit avoidance on B2 because everyone goes for him first. 29 is reasonably quick. Not full health. So we're missing one set of health, so that lowers his damage a little bit, but he's still Relic 7. Rex is probably pretty quick. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I think I could play Padme into this, or I could play her into this. I kind of feel that she's better into the clones just because, well, she'll win, but that team's probably slightly harder for some of my other teams to take, with Rex being that quick. So I'm going to do that. Padme in there. And she can have R2 with her. And I saved my clones because he's got, he had Malak, and I was like, oh, is it going to be another Malak defense? And you never know sometimes. Unfortunately he hasn't, or if he has, he's hiding at the back. Oh no, look what you've done. Let's see if we can get a shock. Yep. That helps massively. He's gone. Kill Rex and then game over. I didn't get all the protection, and obviously I lost R2. That's okay. I don't mind putting the slightly weaker R2 in that, because when you play against some teams like clones, they trigger him, or they kill him, or kill him like 50% to trigger Anakin, and that's sometimes quite useful, that your first AoE is the powered up one, and you can get it in earlier because it just pushes his turn meter up, and then you're calling in Ahsoka, and because he's quite a hard offensive attacker, it can really put the enemy on the back foot. It strips all their buffs. So even though you're losing a character, it can be a really useful thing just to sort of have that little sacrifice for him. Right, that's done. Empire, I think. Could use Darth Revan here and use Empire on the other team. Right, I think we're going to go with Empire. Don't necessarily feel it's the best choice, but it's the one I've got that's reasonable. Yeah, I'll have a look. I don't think Moff's going to do anything. I think the problem with him is that the AoE is just going to absolutely obliterate him. Yeah, okay, so he's useless. We're going to keep Admiral Pitt because he's going to buff Vader for Vader's initial do stuff. Go for it, see what happens. Hopefully we'll be alright. So Vader's going first. We are going to do a crush. Buffs go in. And then we can do a massacre. Right. We're going to 30 block you so that you can't do your stupid whatchamacallit. And then we want to do crush on the Magna Guard so he doesn't taunt, because you can't counter that. And then this probably won't be enough. Oh yes, get in! So I've got a choice of who to go for. I think we probably want to go for you before you do your shield nonsense. Alright, that was really good. Let's put this on the TIE Fighter pilot. And we're going to do... okay, well we've got the buff block on you, which is good. And then he started stripping all my stuff, which makes me unhappy. Right, need to fill up some protection here, so let's go for Vader. Basically got to kill off B2 because he's just going to get bonus turns. Damn you. He just stripped my banners then. Had a couple more. Never mind, that's fine, it's fine. We killed Grievous, we crushed the team. Can't complain. We've just got Carth to deal with. We'll come back to him. Right. So I'm thinking CLS into the heroes, and then Darth Revan into these guys. We're not going to play CLS into damage immunity Jango Fett again. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. CLS can't go. Stop talking about CLS. Make sure you're doing the right thing. Don't cock it up. Right, so I'm clicking on Rey. I'm clicking on bloody CLS. Right. Let's go with this. I'm not going to take you because you're kind of dragging my team down at the moment. He's at the start of like the current map. So I was right, kill Finn because Finn's the cool kid. Then we want to kill. No, you missed. Kill the little droid because he's pretty good, and we want to get rid of. Take a turn, so let's go for that. Drop your stuff. Okay. Bam. Don't think no, he didn't quite get Han Solo full protection, but they're gone. Right, these guys. This is probably the tricky squad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have Gas and Newt left for his back line. I've got Geos as well. I think I'm like holding too much stuff for offense, but I don't know. I like to attack. Right, so Sith Marauder, you're going to come out, and we want to put in we've got Treya. Treya's not bad because you can isolate Nest, or anybody on that team. It's still quite useful. We've got Scion, who's quite good because then we get a taunt, but we've got Nihilus, who's good as well because he can just blow away Jango Fett or whatever. Jango's going to ignore any taunt we put out, so that's kind of a bit of a problem. I think I kind of want to go for Scion because you get the Dispel, but I get the feeling that once I put out Shock, it's kind of not going to matter. So we're going to go for this, I think. Oh no, I can't use Treya because she dispels my bloody ferocity. Okay, Treya, you're staying on the bench. We're gonna go for this. What was that one? That is the spell debuffs and stuff, which is a slightly annoying one. I go for. I think I kind of want to kill Newt, but I also want to kill. Yes. Right. Here you. Buffer me into do. That is one good thing, is that you can at least put debuffs on Jango Fett. Right, next go. Forward. Aha, so he's got Geos back here, which is beneficial to us because we saved Treya. So let's put Treya and Kylo Ren in there. The classic Geo exploding duo. That galactic, everything's galactic these days. The weekly challenge thing, whatever it's called, might be galactic challenges. I put these two into the top level and they just smoked it. The Geos just exploded even faster than normal because of all the dots going onto them. It was quite funny. But we'll just watch for a little bit. Might get to it. Carlo, you might counter and kill somebody. Ooh, we got a turn. And I can only attack you. That's disappointing. You're harder to hurt than some of the others. Aha! They fall like flies, or beetles, or whatever generations are. Ants? Some kind of space ants? I don't know. We don't need turns. We're fine. That went on quite longer than usual. I think it's because his alpha must be quite quick, so he was obviously getting to do the turn meter draining attack quite a lot. Phoenix team, little low gear to bother putting the Zetas on, but still got the Zetas on. That's makes that team much harder. Oh, I can't. We've got Wampa. Can Wampa solo Phoenix? I don't know. I get the feeling he can if you put Rex with him, but then I get the feeling that my gas will kill them all. So I think I'll play gas into Phoenix, and then something else in up here. Who have we got? We've got Newt. We've got Newt. We're going to use Newt. Oh man, I've used the Wampa. Damn it. Got these clones. Geos have got so much stuff. Yeah, I need to think about putting another team on defense, but I think it's kind of that thing where it's like, this guy, I've gone through everything in one. I've used undersized team, one battle. If I put another thing on defense and then I have to use a second team somewhere, all of a sudden you're caught short. I like to have the offense. Who do we want to murder Carth with? I guess we could look at... it's a standard Carth team with Juhani. There's a couple of AoEs in there. He takes Sabine. He's got Sabine. He's not got Chopper, okay? There's no second taunt. How quick is Sabine? Not massively. Okay. So I think if I play Newt Gunray in here, he can deal with the AoEs without getting dragged down too much. Sabine's Zeta is pretty powerful, so is Kanan's, but The gear levels aren't that high, so it might not be an issue. Kanan's got a bit of speed on him. Okay, let's go with the new gun rate. And unfortunately, we don't need Wampa. Damn it! I want to play the Wampa. I don't think the Wampa can solo that. Specifically because of the Zetas. Because Kanan's Zeta gives out Foresight and gives him bonus turns. He can keep cycling around, keep pushing out Foresight that the Wampa might not be able to hit anything. He doesn't have Chopper, which is good, but he can still use the res from... okay, then again, Wampa is Relic. Wampa should beat these guys. Where's Google? Where's Google? Google's useful. When you're playing Grand Arena, use Google to see what counters you can do. Wars Galaxy Hero counters. A quick look. Yeah, I've just got my Wampa the Relic, right? I wanted to use the Wampa. I don't know what it can beat. People are like, it can beat Rebels, and I'm like, but which Rebels? Which Rebels does it beat? Oh, here we go. A strong Wampa can solo medium high level Phoenix teams. Inflicts all this stuff. Blah 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 blah. It's useful to give Wampa tenacity up. I kind of like feel that if you did that, wouldn't they just go after Rex? I guess I need to have a look at the tenacity. Okay, so Wampa can beat Phoenix. I don't know if he's going to beat this Phoenix. He should. Their gear levels aren't that high. You know what? We should try it. We should have a look at our Wampa's tenacity. I've got him stacked for offense. 53. His potency on Zeb. This is going to be the one that matters. 85, yeah. So he's got a good chance of dazing us, which means we lose the counters. So we'd have to play it with Rex. So fortunately, Wampa, I need to maybe mod you differently. I think with offense in this squad it's fine, but if I want to use him as a solo, I think maybe I need to stack him with more tenacity. Yeah, oh well. Right, so I'm going to play these. This is more than enough. This is way more than enough. I get the feeling I can do it with 3. If I drop Django, I don't think I need Django because Django can one-shot people, but I think I'd rather try for the extra banner. Dooku stealthing everyone prevents the counter attacks anyway. He's going to take it in the face. Oh, you... I'm meant to do that to Dooku. He needs that. Kill him off. Clean up the Viceroy again. Go. Alright, so that just leaves everyone's best defense team, Carth Pals, and we are going to annihilate Carth Pals with the power of General Skywalker. Can he solo Carth Pals? I think he can solo Carth Pals at that level. Yep, all dead. He's got. Okay, we've got Mace and Chimera. The Mace fleet's only 260,000 power, so that means he's probably got some quite weak ships in here. These look to be leftover rebels or whatever he's got. Gear 9 wedge. The fleet is okay. Yes, I think this is more of his leftovers. And this is more of his better stuff. We've got a Gear 12 Bosk, which is where Houndstooth starts to get pretty good. And Silence is okay. Yeah, so his ships are okay, but there's no synergy other than Houndstooth tanking the world so you can get to the nuke, which it's not the worst option. We've been using it for years, but it's not the best option for defense. Right, I'm just going to I'm trying to get to kill these silencers with the AoE, but I can't do it. I've landed the immunities, which is fine, so when we do this, we take a crap ton of damage. We'll implode for the heals. And push our turn meter up to keep this guy. Our Empire quad in here, which is turning out to be one of my favourite fleets. Just these 4 ships, great. You beat a lot of other fleets with just these 4, especially if they're not, you know, especially when they're like random fleets like this, you'll definitely beat it. And they do a real good number into rebels. I didn't even need the reinforcement, but yeah. I didn't expect them to be that weak. I thought they might be a little bit harder, but then there's no Falcon or anything to do Falcon thing. 21-29, pretty good score. He's saved a lot of stuff as well. So you can see like he's got gas, he's used Grievous, he's got his Revens. What did I do with my Revan? I need to go back and look at my defense. I can't remember what I did with it. I think I put Revan down. So yeah, he's still got some good stuff. Bounty Hunters, plenty to play with. I think I put my Revan down. Yeah, I did. I put Revan down and I kept the clones because my Revan's not good enough to take on a lot of his more premium teams. So if he'd have put a harder defense down, the team wouldn't have been quite as useful. But whereas the clones, I can put them with gas if I needed to. And then actually up here with the resistance, because I'd almost got the hero bros up to 7 stars, I pushed them up to gear 8. So the resistance team is slightly better. And the last Zeta I got, I just put on her leadership just to make that team slightly better on defense. It's not like super great, but I'm going to have to do Rey anyway because I'm going for Luke. So it's kind of like just give them something now and it'll tide them over. But there we go. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.